Well, good afternoon, Facebook group. It is Tuesday. It is January the 21st, and I hope you're all doing well here in Vancouver. If you're living here in the Lower Mainland like me, the snow is gone and the rain is back, and everyone is back to a rainy January in the greater Vancouver area. What I want to chat with all of you today, I read an article, I've made some notes here, which really spoke to me, and I'm sure you'll get something out of it as I share with you my thoughts on the 5 keys to boosting your self-esteem. The 5 keys to boosting your self-esteem. So how can we grow in self-esteem? When a person's self-esteem is low, they tend to typically lower their life goals and believe that they'll never be able to make that dream a reality. Yet that isn't true. Self-esteem is the degree of personal satisfaction we have about ourselves. Let me repeat that. Self-esteem is the degree of personal satisfaction we have about ourselves, and it varies according to the aspects of our life that we focus on. So when we have an objective view of ourselves, not a subjective, an objective view of ourselves, our self-esteem will be at an appropriate level. So here are 5 keys this article went on to write that will help you and I boost our self-esteem, because we really need to see ourselves as we really are. That's the key. Number 1, know your degree of competence. Okay, it is important that we get to know ourselves so that we can understand whether our expectations for ourselves are realistic. So for me to believe that I'm going to be a Formula One driver today isn't very realistic if I don't even know how to drive a car nor have my driver's license. Do you see the gap there? And it goes on to say, it doesn't mean giving up on proportionate goals, but I can set myself the goal of learning to drive in that example, which would then be the first step towards my long-term dream. So in your business, we all have those goals, but sometimes putting a goal of way up there and being frustrated, hey Nicole, I hope you're doing well, the frustration of not reaching a goal in your life, and whatever aspect of your life it may be, will hinder and start to pull at your self-esteem. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So number 1, know your degree of competence. It says again, that frustration will disappear the day that you recognize that you're not an expert driver, in that example of wanting to be a Formula One driver when you still don't have your driver's license or you've never driven a Formula One car. Make sure you understand that dream and how realistic you are towards that. Number 2 way to boost your self-esteem, this article goes on to say, is take charge of your life. It says we cannot let other people decide for us. We must be the ones who make decisions about our own lives, the ones who in the end either make mistakes or hit the mark. If we don't exercise our own personal freedom, life will drag us along to places we may not want to go. So our self-esteem improves when we take charge of our own life and develop a sense of urgency regarding our own future. How many people out there are at the whim of other people? And when you're at the whim of other people, listen, this life is a short life, folks. Okay, I'm 52, I'm not 32. Soon I'll be 62, 72. Life is moving along. And what point number 2 talks about is taking charge of your own life will boost your self-esteem rather than sitting at the mercy of other people calling the shots in your life. It goes on to say, we can't control everything that happens to us, but we can decide above all what kind of person we ought to be. And that's powerful in increasing or boosting your self-esteem. 3rd point, demand respect. It goes on to say we all need to be respected by others, by our husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend, friends, bosses or employees, colleagues. Respect and appreciation helps grow in self-esteem. When someone doesn't respect us, that's an unhealthy relationship. And we need to take action to change that situation, because if it doesn't improve, we need to simply distance ourselves from that particular person. So when it comes to boosting your self-esteem, respect should always go in both directions, from parents to children and vice versa in this article. Point number 4 in boosting your self-esteem, seek healthy affection. Feeling love gives us wings to be the best version of ourselves, seeking out those who love with no other intention than to love you and all that you are. Our family should be obviously the first place we look to, even though we know that no family is perfect out there. The kind of selfless love. Although ideally they say we should find it in true friendships in many different environments. Those people that love you for who you are, right? That will help boost your self-esteem as you surround yourself, as the article goes on to say, typically family, not always, but typically your family, your siblings, your mom, your dad, your son, your daughter, your grandparents. You get what I'm saying to you. If not, those healthy relations of people, friends, dear friends that love you for who you are and nothing more. And the fifth way of boosting your self-esteem, this article goes on to say, is look back on good memories. Memories play an important role in self-esteem. It's helpful if we create and revisit memories of positive experiences from the various areas of our lives, your family life, hobbies and sports, your professional life, the years in school. It goes on to say, looking back at prayers that have been answered and blessings. Looking back in your life right now, take a moment and see all the prayers that have been answered and blessings we've received from God, even in the midst of trials and difficulties, can help you and I see how much God loves you and accompanies you on your life journey. So all of our good experiences throughout our lives form part of our path and our solid ground to help us move towards and creating and holding on to good memories. So I thought that one was very powerful, how to boost my self-esteem. You know, I'm here at this part of my life, going back, again, I come back to all of you, journal, take the time to write down every day an attitude of gratitude, what you're grateful for every single day. Journal your weeks, your months, your years. You can go back and see those moments in your life that perhaps were a little bit further down in the valley versus just the peaks, and see how God helped you at the end of the day, as it says here. Even in the midst of trials and difficulties, he helped us to see how much he loved us, and he accompanied you on that journey. So there you go. We need to see ourselves as we really are. Those are the 5 key points to boosting your self-esteem. Very powerful article. Number 1, know your degree of competence in whatever you're looking to do. Okay, are you realistic? Because by not being realistic, your self-esteem starts to go in this direction. Step by step, you can get there, don't get me wrong, but perhaps understanding that you're going to be a Formula One driver when you don't even have your license isn't very realistic. Number 2, take charge of your life. Number 3, demand respect always with everyone around you, even from your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, children, parents. Demand that respect that will help boost your self-esteem. Seek healthy affection with those who love you for who you are, not all the rest of it and all the song and dance on social media. And number 5, looking back on good memories. Take the time. Silence is golden, to look back in the moments of your life, even if you just reflect now after this Facebook Live, and thank the Lord for all you've been given and gotten to at this point of your life. You'll be very grateful to see that he's been with you every step of the way. So hope you got some value from that. Nicole, great to see you. Happy New Year to everyone. Hope the new year is starting out well. And God bless. We'll chat with you soon. Bye-bye.